called Helping the Homeless in Springfield, Illinois, and I come down here and give things out directly to the homeless folks and try to help them get boots and clothes and shoes and things like that.
Okay, so today it's exceptionally cold.
Yes.
Can you tell me what you've been doing all day, kind of finding a place for these people to go to?
We've been on the phone trying to get a hold of some of the city officials to get some of the homeless folks off of the street. It is exceptionally cold out there today, even just going from your car to a building. There was a gap in time that facilities were going to be open today, and so we were scrambling to try to find a place where they could go so they wouldn't be outside walking in minus 17-degree weather. It's brutal, and it's inhuman to make people stand outside and wait for something to open in this kind of weather. No one would want to do it.
And you said this opened at
First Presbyterian
noon?
Church opened at 2:45 today. We called Pastor Susan Phillips and asked her if she would open her doors, and she didn't hesitate. So we have some folks here who are drinking hot coffee and hot tea and trying to get warm.
And there's still going to be a gap, though, between when they can't go anywhere, right?
Well, Helping Hands is opened at 3 o'clock. Kumler Ministries on Carpenter and 5th Street are going to open at 4 o'clock, an hour earlier than they were going to serve their meal at 5 o'clock. And this church is open until we can get some people at other facilities, for the night. There are going to be some people that are not going to be able to go in a facility for the night, and so we're trying to get, make arrangements for them, sleeping bags, or, perhaps a friend will take them in, something like that.
And you said some people are banned from certain places for different reasons?
Yes. When I come down here, I don't judge anyone. I don't ask questions. We just try to help them get into facilities, and there are different reasons why people get banned. And so when they get banned, they could get banned for 3 days, they could get banned for a month, different. And so then in the meantime, they have to find out some other place to go. There are not enough facilities down here to take care of the number of homeless people.
But like you said over the phone, the city needs to get their act together, I think that's what you said?
Well, better hours, more time to let people know that things are not going to be open. It's a holiday, so a lot of places are closed down here. If you drive through downtown, you'll see 1 or 2 cars go through here. They can get into the police department in the lobby. They can go in the sheriff's lobby. So they can go in there for a short period of time, and then whatever facility they're going to be in at night, they've got to be able to get into that. Today, there was a gap. First Presbyterian Church, allowed them to come in here. We're grateful for that. It's an ongoing problem with getting banned in some of the facilities, and then having time frames like this where there's no place to go.
But like you said, there shouldn't be a reason you should ban someone, especially when it's this cold outside, right?
No, there shouldn't be. If you're going to ban somebody because they've kept their phone in their pocket and they crossed the doorway to get into a facility, make them sweep the floor, have them do something productive other than sending them outside. But I am also hearing from the homeless folks that there are, the capacity gets reached at the facilities in this kind of weather, and so once that happens, they can only go a few over their capacity, and then those folks are out on the street.
What are you would you suggest be done to kind of fix this? Are you asking for the city's help? What would you say?
Well, I think a couple of things. I think another shelter is needed. Perhaps some of the other churches down here could open their doors. The hospitals are close. You know, Memorial's a little bit farther to walk in this kind of weather. But if we could get some kind of definitive answer about whether or not people can get into these places and get off the street, that would be better. And then, so when we've got a time gap like this, let them be able to go into places, serve them some coffee, get them some hot tea, you know, until they can get into the shelters at night. The shelters obviously don't have enough capacity to handle the number of people that are homeless downtown. And some of them move out, they go to warmer places, but then we get new people. I see different people now 2 years later since I've been coming down than I did 2 years ago when I was coming down here. And so, you know, they're people, we need to help them.
And last question, is there going to be a time where they don't have anywhere to go tonight? Or
Yes.
are they covered? No.
I've already heard that there are a couple people that are not going to be able to go into a facility tonight.
Is there anything else you would like to add on?
You know, whatever you think about the homeless community, there's a lot of misconceptions about these people. They're not asking for a lot. They just want to be treated like human beings, be respected, and some of them need some help of some kind. Getting an ID, getting into an apartment, getting a job. They're getting turned down for job applications to complete them. This is not that big of a town that we can't help these folks. It's better for all of us in the long run if we don't have people sleeping on the street. They don't want to. There are a few people that don't mind it for different reasons, but most of these folks would like to have some place to go.